The next topic of this chapter is your property of charges. So on coming to the property of charges, I am going to take the first property. The first property of charges is what? That is your charges are additive. What is the meaning of charges are additive? That is also called your additive property of the charges. That is what? Suppose I have taken a body. In this body, there are the several charges present inside it. That is your Q1, Q2, minus Q3, and here is your Q4, and here is your minus Q5. This is a single body made up of different charges. If anybody asked you what is the net charge, what is the total charge present inside the body, without any thinking, you have to add all the charges directly. It means the total charge present inside the body, that is said to be your net charge, will always be the algebraic sum of the charges present inside the body. Algebraic sum means if you are going to add these charges, you don't worry about the signs of the charges. If the charges are positive, take it as positive, and the charges are negative, take it as negative. So Q net is what? That is your plus Q1 plus Q2 plus minus Q3 plus Q4 and plus minus Q5. So this is a way through which you can find the net charge present inside the body. On coming to the one example of this one, suppose it has a body. If the body has the total charges of like this, here is your 2 coulomb charge, here is your 4 coulomb, minus 10 coulomb, 8 coulomb. What is the net charge on the body? So you have to perform the additive algebraic sum of the charges of the body. That is your 2 plus 4 plus minus 10 plus कितना हो जाएगा 8, 4 plus 2 6, 8 14, 14 में से 10 गया, कितना आ गया आपका ये? That is your 4 coulomb is the net charge present inside the body. So what is the meaning of charges are additive? It means the total charge present inside the body will always be the algebraic sum of the charges present inside the body. Clear? On coming to the next one, that is your nothing but it's your conservation of charges. In the case of physics, on seeing the word conservation, it always comes in our mind that it can neither be created nor be destroyed. Yes, it is also true for the charges. Charges can never be created nor be destroyed, but it can transfer from one body to another body. या ओवरऑल ये कहा जाए कि टोटल चार्ज ऑफ एन आइसोलेटेड सिस्टम इज ऑलवेज अ कांस्टेंट. क्लियर? सो द कंजर्वेशन ऑफ चार्जेस में इट इज़ ऑल्सो सेड दैट द चार्ज ऑफ एन आइसोलेटेड सिस्टम इज़ कांस्टेंट. और इस समय आइसोलेटेड सिस्टम को एक्सप्लेन करना बहुत ही टफ नहीं है, बिकॉज आप सब अपने घरों में एक तरीके से आइसोलेटेड ही हो रखे हो ड्यू टू द कोरोना वायरस. सो यू नो आइसोलेटेड मतलब जिसका देश दुनिया से कोई मतलब ना हो. क्लियर? तो इट मीन्स कि द चार्ज ऑफ एन आइसोलेटेड सिस्टम इज कांस्टेंट. क्लियर? या कंजर्वेशन ऑफ चार्ज में हमेशा ये भी करते हैं हम कि कुछ बिफोर कंडीशन होगी, कुछ आफ्टर कंडीशन होगी. देखेंगे चार्ज बिफोर इज इक्वल टू चार्ज आफ्टर, दैट इज ऑल्सो सेड टू बी द कंजर्वेशन ऑफ चार्ज. The practical application of conservation of charges are charging by friction, charging by conduction, and the some equations which you have studied in the previous classes. So I am going to the taking the one equation, that is your nuclear fission equation. कि one neutron is directly attached with the uranium 92 and it's your 235. So it make barium 56, 141, krypton 36, 92 plus 3 more new neutrons, or plus here is your some energy. On this equation, this is said to be the reactant and this is said to be the product. So the if charges of the reactant is equal to the charges of the product, then it is said to be the conservation of charge. So on coming to the charges of an reactant, so how to calculate the charges of reactant? तो charges of reactant में basically we are going to find the charges of, we are going to find the protons. क्लियर? नंबर ऑफ प्रोटॉन्स फाइंड कर लेंगे तो उससे चार्जेस का थोड़ा सा आइडिया लग जाएगा हमें. तो व्हाट इज प्रोटॉन? सपोज आई हैव टेकन अ एटम एक्स जेड ए. तो हेयर इज योर एटम विच इज प्रेजेंट इनसाइड द मेंडलीव पीरियोडिक टेबल एंड दिस नंबर इज सेड टू बी योर एटमिक नंबर. It is said to be your atomic number, and atomic number is equal to what? Number of protons. If we are going to calculate the total number of protons, reactant side में कितने हैं? तो 0 plus 92. कितने हैं? 0 plus 92. Total protons product type कितने हैं आपके? 56 plus 36 and here 3 into 0 out, that is become 0. तो कितना हो जाएगा? 56 plus 36 और 662 53819. Done. So here is the number of proton before is equal to number of protons after. That is called your conservation of charge. And there is one more example through which you can understand the conservation of charge easily. That is when a glass is rubbed with silk. Here is the glass and here is the silk. Initially the charges on both the bodies was what? 0. So the total charge before rubbing is how much? 0. And after rubbing या during rubbing क्या होगा आपके? After rubbing में I have told in the previous video कि that is when glass is rubbed with silk, glass will get positively charged and silk will get नेगेटिव चार्ज. तो सपोज पॉजिटिव चार्ज क्यों हुआ? क्योंकि इसके इलेक्ट्रॉन्स किस में चले गए? सिल्क में चले गए. तो सपोज इसके 2 इलेक्ट्रॉन गए तो यहाँ पर 2 पॉजिटिव, तो इसका मतलब यहाँ पर कितना पॉजिटिव आया? 2 पॉजिटिव. और इसके पास कितने गए? 2 प्रोटॉन 2 इलेक्ट्रॉन गए, तो इसके पास कितना है? 2 नेगेटिव. तो जितना पॉजिटिव चार्ज उतना नेगेटिव चार्ज. इट मीन्स आफ्टर रबिंग इफ यू एड टोटल चार्जेस +2 and -2, the net charge is again your 0, and that is said to be your conservation of charge. Clear?